This the chopper power. 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 This the chopper power.
KAYAB. I like that. Always on the grind. Hey baby, why you always on the grind? Hey baby, why you always on the grind?
Yo! I am Fattman, and this is the Chopper Power. We're in the building today with KAYAB. Wow. I actually said the name right.
You said it perfect.
Thought I was gonna butcher the hell out of it.
No, but I'm gonna butcher your name.
But please though, it's Fattman.
Batman.
Don't do me like that. You said that shit when you got out your car too. I said, hold up, man. I was gonna correct you, but I said maybe she did hear what I said. What's going on? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good.
Doing okay?
Yes.
Long day?
You know what? It's been a long. It's been a long. How long has the pandemic been?
What, 2 years?
2 years plus, because I've been cooped up past the pandemic because I had a baby.
Baby, I saw you with the new baby.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How old is she? What, 2 years? About 2 years old right now? The kid?
No, he's huge. He's only 6 months. Like
Yeah.
he's big.
New mother? You're a new mother? I mean, this your first kid?
It's my fourth.
Fourth kid?
Yeah.
I can't even tell.
Thank you so
What
much.
the hell you doing, man? I'm gonna be the jeans or something.
Definitely the jeans. Definitely the jeans.
Hey, beautiful thing, man. Kids are blessings, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, man.
Gotta love them.
You know, it's difficult at
Even
times.
when you want to kill them, you gotta love them.
Yeah, they get
Because I have
difficult.
teenagers. And my God.
Teenager, you done flipped my
That's
head
what
again.
made the pandemic long for me. Me in the house
School.
with my 2 teenagers. Oh Lord, have mercy.
That was the worst in school. I must have walked by them kids' laptop a few times down
They
there
never
naked.
on the school.
They
They never.
really?
They don't do school. Well, during the pandemic, they just give you the Batman
Hide out all day, huh?
under the blanket.
Video
They gone.
games, all that
Yeah.
cool shit.
They
It
don't-
wasn't much schoolwork getting done.
No, but you know what? They have good hearts. I have children with good hearts right now. They got a little bit lazy over the pandemic academically. I'm not even gonna,
Hey,
bad for them.
it is what it is, man.
But they're coming back up slowly. You know, they're tired of me being down, in the face every day.
Hey, if you wouldn't be a mom if you didn't. That's the way I see it.
Yes, it's every day is like you need a new dose of patience to deal with the day. So you gotta, you gotta do,
Release.
you gotta release, you gotta do
release.
something. Whether you meditate, smoke weed, or exercise.
What do you
whatever.
do to balance that thing?
Well, I do meditate.
Mhm.
I meditate twice a day. Every now and then I'll have a glass of wine, and then every now and then I might throw some shit.
Throw some shit.
Yeah.
Does it
you
break?
gotta- that shit is stress relief.
Oh, you mean a party?
Throw some shit.
Oh, break some shit. Okay. I could dig it.
That shit, balances you out, because after you throw some shit, you're like, okay. I'm
Okay.
good now.
I could dig it, man. Whatever it takes to fix the problem at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Shit.
Or I'll just clean for no reason sometimes. If I want a stress relief, fuck it. Let me go clean the fucking fridge. Take everything out.
Yeah.
That'll keep me busy for like an hour just cleaning, and then I'm like, okay. I think I just stress relief enough,
Right,
so
right.
I could stop.
What is KAYAB? What do they normally say about cancers? You say you're a cancer. That's your horoscope. What do they normally say about a cancer?
Well, cancers are supposed to be sheltered and kind of like in their feelings and very moody.
Not jealous though, right?
No, I'm not jealous. But that's my ascending sign is a Scorpio. So if you look at my natal chart, that you gotta look it up with like your date of birth, the specific time, the location of the planet where you were born, and then it looks at like the stars and how everything was aligned when you were born, and that affects your ego, your persona. So I have like traits of a Scorpio too,
Okay.
or so it says on the internet somewhere I read. I don't know if it's for real. But
Right. Where's back home?
California.
California.
Yes.
What part?
The Bay Area.
The Bay Area.
Yes.
E40.
Yes.
Yes, that's my dude, man. E40, man. I want to fuck with you. Fuck with me, dog. Hey, if you see this. But so how long you been here in Florida?
I came in 2010.
Okay.
July 2010, and then so I stayed in Miami for a little bit.
Mhm.
I say about a year. Then I went back up north. I have one sister that lives in Florida.
Okay.
She's about a 3-hour drive up north.
Orlando somewhere?
No. Melbourne.
Melbourne, okay. On the West Coast.
And Melbourne, I nicknamed Melbourne in it because that's the only thing to do is burn it. Because
Real.
there's nothing to do there. Melbourne in it got real old real fast. So then I went to Orlando. And then from Orlando, I came down here in 2015. Like towards the later part of the year.
Okay. She your older sister?
Yeah, she's
Older sister. What you about 40? They say it ain't polite. That's one age. You look young as hell. Though.
I'm gonna be 37 soon.
Who named you KAYAB?
Actually, I was like, I had hit rock bottom in 2015, like rock bottom, and I was just like, fuck everybody, fuck everything, and I left to Mexico with my kids, and I was expecting a child at the time, and I just was like, I just needed to re-identify with something else, because who I thought I was and everything I believed just like lit up in flames, and just like it just all went away in the blink of an eye, and I'm just like, who the fuck am I? Like, what's going on? What the fuck is going on in my life right now? It was one of those moments.
Who was this dude that did this to you?
We don't need to talk about it.
Because you telling me a whole lot right now. You
We
just
don't
went
need
down
to
a
talk.
rabbit hole.
This is about me, and that was my moment to like really like plant myself in the earth to grow. So you gotta get dirty to grow.
How long you stayed in Mexico?
I stayed there for about a month, not too long. I went there, and then when I came back, I went like a little kind of a cultural trip to the Mayan ruins, and they gave everybody a spirit name, and they gave me KAYAB. And then if you look at the meaning of that, it means goddess of the moon.
Okay.
And that also aligned with my astrology. It's like the Mayan Cancer, and it also it has a lot of similarities to being, the Western zodiac that has a Cancer. And
I saw a lot of your stuff. It's kind of spiritual. A lot of your content and things like that, and pictures and artwork. Who do your artwork?
Which ones?
It's a lot of them on there.
Honestly,
all of them are dope though.
Google is a wonderful resource. It's probably something I got on.
Something grab up
or
there.
some of the things I designed. It just depends. I don't have like a one source for everything. Like if I see something I like, then I'll just utilize that.
Okay, I thought it was creative, but it is dope.
Yeah.
Dope artwork. We're gonna get to the music side, man. I know we got to know you a little bit. You spoke about being a philanthropist.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So currently, I'm also a businesswoman, and my company is CEDEX. And with that, what I do is I provide global resources where they're needed.
Okay.
I was working throughout the pandemic to help provide supplies for hospitals and things like that. And my vision is for all the companies that give me business is I pretty much get in tune to what resonates with them, what their passion is, and my company gives back a percentage of the business gain to where their passion is, whether it be for children or elderly, because I honestly, I spent a lot of time also working in healthcare, about 2 years.
Okay.
To me, that was a lot.
That is a long time.
It's a long time. And that's when I realized, even as a child, I was always very, very compassionate, because I lived in two worlds. I lived in the East Bay, and then we'd go to Mexico, and it was always oh my God, we are so blessed. How can I help? And I grew up on the west side of my town. That was like the hood. You know, it wasn't anything too crazy because back then the suburbs of the East Bay weren't that bad.
Okay.
Now it's crazy.
A lot of gangs and shit like that.
Well, there was gangs, and then then it stopped being gangs, and then now it just is, for lack of a better word, it was like disenfranchised. Like we didn't have sidewalks.
Okay.
It was the ghetto. But we didn't live ghetto.
Right.
We had a home. We had a loving family. We had everybody in the block knew each other. We had a community. So, you know, other people looked at it like, oh, you live in West End? And I'm like, what's wrong with West End? Like, it's great, you know? Like,
yeah, prime real estate out there.
Yeah. So it was just a very, I want to say there was a lot of unity in my community.
Okay.
That's because everybody kind of knew each other and stuff like that.
Right.
But other than that, you know, like.
So you're here now, Florida girl.
Here now.
That's what's up,
Yes.
man. That's a hell of a story, man.
Yes. And the real ghettos in Florida, if y'all wondering, I don't want to say they're in Miami. They're in a Popka, man.
They're all over the place.
The center of Florida has like the biggest ghettos, like, well, you don't even know it's a ghetto until it turns dark. You know,
You're right.
Yeah,
right. That's everywhere. That's how I chose a home, though. You know, you never really know a community until you ride through it at night.
Of course, yes.
When you buy homes, that's what I did. You know,
course,
rode through all these fucking places.
In California, it's different. Like, you'll know you're in the hood. You'll start seeing shoestrings,
or hanging on the power lines.
Yeah. You know, you're like, okay, I'm in the hood. And it's not always like that in Florida. Or you could be, look at Little Haiti for an example.
Right.
You could be in some posh Wynwood place, and next thing you know, you're in Little Haiti.
Right.
And not everything in Little Haiti is hood, but there's a lot of places where if you're not from here and you don't know how to carry yourself, you're going to be a target.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I was talking to you about the album covers a second ago. And then I went on to your artwork, and then I went on to what I'm about to go to, your merch. You got merch.
So yes, with the baby, I got a little bit kind of like bored at home because I was just, you know, I was just home all the time. I'm like, I need to do something. I can't make music. I need to do something creative just to keep the flow of that energy. And then I decided, let me create some t-shirt designs. So these t-shirt designs that I made, some of them were actual photography of like my dad's ranch in Mexico.
Okay.
And that's the one that says self-made billionaire. It's actually somebody that lives on my father's land in Mexico and takes care of the land. And the other ones were just, you know, just ideas that I put together.
Okay.
Golden Beige was one with a picture of my face with like some sunglasses with the golden racial symbol next to it, and then I'm like flowing my hair, imitating the sun.
A lot of dope stuff.
Just random things that came to me, because I think that if you don't use your creativity, then you become kind of like bottled up with just all your expressions, and it's harder to create when you just have so much and then you don't. That's kind of how I feel.
You ever struggle with anxiety? You struggle with anxiety sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes I get anxiety.
Sometimes you get anxiety, yeah.
That's
a common thing, man. It's crazy.
That's something that I think that we all kind of had some kind of anxiety at some level with the pandemic, because we're not used to just being so sheltered, and you know, those who did, you know, buy into all the fear,
right?
You know, with some, you know, some due cause of it, because yes, people did die, but the scarier you get, the lower your immune system goes.
No doubt.
So you gotta always stay positive despite what you see on the news or what you hear, and you gotta just have your own truth.
No doubt. Were you still dealing with the hospitals at that time when you was out of work, when you wasn't working for those 2 years?
No. I stopped working at a clinic. I was doing kind of like patient support.
I got you.
And that was something that was really like kind of like heart opening for me, because I just was like, you know what, I gotta give back more. In my time there, like, and I was there almost all day, like from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I would get a break to like pick up my kids from school and all that, have like a good 2-hour break to do things. But it was very rewarding on, you know, just like on a soul level for
No
me
doubt.
to
No
be
doubt.
able to help people.
You didn't lose anyone during that time, did you? Through the virus thing?
No,
Thank God, man.
I lost one friend actually.
Okay.
But other than that, but it's like I already knew he was gonna die. I already knew he was gonna die.
He was already sick, basically.
No.
He wasn't sick?
No. I get this weird thing where like I just know things, and I spoke to him on his birthday a month before he passed. This was in March, and he passed in April. I was in Mexico actually buying masks to bring back over the border, and so I'm like with the distributors and setting everything up because they were going to be shipped to Tijuana. And so Francisco, may he rest in peace, calls me, and then it's like, Daisy, it's my birthday. And then we spoke for like an hour, you know, like he cried on the phone, like, you know, you're my real good friend, and I've always believed in you. And I was just like, why I feel like this is our last conversation. And then I stopped.
Right.
Like, I'm like, I felt like, dang, I feel like he's saying goodbye, like,
the energy,
forever.
right?
Like, I felt like he's gonna go. And then I felt bad because he's still young. He was, you know, honestly, he was a business friend that we did a lot of networking events for. We supported one another
Right.
in like a circle business community in Miami. And he was not at the age to die. He was in his 50s. And I was just like, you don't get COVID
No doubt.
and die in your 50s like that. It was just his time. That was my... Honestly, when it's your time, it's your time. COVID, no COVID, cancer, no cancer, whatever. You know, you could just walk down the street and get hit
Yeah, it
by
can
a
happen.
car.
It can happen, man. It's inevitable, man. We all gotta go, right? Man, that's a cool bracelet.
Oh, thank you. It's actually from that trip, that same trip.
To Mexico.
Yeah.
That's a
So
Mexican
it
piece
has
of art,
quartz.
huh?
Yeah, it's handmade.
That is nice as hell. How many of these you came back with? You just bought that one?
I had a purple one and then a multicolored one.
How the prices on stuff over there? Is it cheaper than here or what? How does that work?
What? It's way cheaper.
Way cheaper?
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to move to Mexico. Like, that's my goal. Like, after I accomplish everything that I'm gonna accomplish here, then I'm gonna go to Mexico just to like live and relax. Like, I want that life. It's slower over there, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
You know, I didn't grow up in the big city. I grew up in a small suburb town. Dude, where?
So you
Nowhere big a house or
you spoke about your dad having a farm, a ranch or something like that. So
Yeah.
you kind of you got a little country in you a little bit?
Yes, most definitely, but I've never lived on a farm. It's something we would go visit. We have a house in Mexico, and then my dad had this ranch. The ranch is like an hour and a half from the house.
Okay.
It's maybe like 30 minutes on a regular road, and then like an hour in a dirt road
I
to
see.
get it. And where my dad has his ranch, is like where they grow all the tequila. Like he actually rents his land,
Before they can grow it.
and they grow
I see.
agave on
Oh,
his
cool.
land. Yeah.
They give them cases and shit sometimes?
No, they don't give them cases, but they give them money.
Yeah, that's even
good
better.
enough, yeah.
That's even better.
And they pay them in dollars.
What brand of tequila this is? Do you know?
So
You ride horses?
right now it's like agave azul. It's a new one, but before it is like a household name. Anyways, it's like a household brand, and it's grown on my father's land. Well, not.
Gotcha.
I'm sure they have other ranches.
Understood.
They rent
Understood.
it, but yeah.
Understood. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
You
it
ride
is.
horses?
Yeah, actually, my neighbor has horses, and I ride them.
You ride them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then in Mexico, I got a white horse. So,
All right,
big
cool.
white horse.
Man, I always found it fascinating. I think I rode when I went to Puerto Rico. They had a little thing out there, a little excursion or whatever. I think I rode a horse, but I was nervous as shit. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I think the horse noticed it. I fell off
a horse once because when you ride in the wild and they see a snake, they go on their two back legs and what is it called, the gallop?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
But I've seen it in Western movies.
Yes, in my childhood memories, I remember being scared to death once, where the horse went on the barranca. I think barranca in English would be like by the cliff, because it was running from some snakes. And oh my God, I was not prepared for that.
You were thrown off?
I was not thrown off because I was holding on for my life, but it was like on some cliffs. And there's a lot of limestone in my dad's ranch.
They cut the hell out of you.
No,
it would cut you if you fall.
We used to slide down the limestone in the sack. The sack for the cow food served as like the slide, like the super slide when you go down. We used to get in the sack and go down the limestone hill. Otherwise,
making fun out of it, huh?
You're gonna scratch your back.
Yeah, man. So. Man, let's move on to your singing. Dope. I don't want to say you just a singer because you're a lot more than that. From what I've listened to of you, I don't think you're just a singer. I see you rap.
I rap. And some of it is I write. I've written for some other artists too.
Cool.
Ghost Ride the Wood.
You like writing?
Yes, I do, but I don't do what normal people do or normal. They go in with I write a song usually when I'm in the studio. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's how I've been. And I know for like, I guess some of the artists that are a bit more collected in what they're doing, or like under like an umbrella of a label, they plan everything out. And I don't do that. I just kind of go in there and do my thing. And that's worked for me. It doesn't work for everybody. But I've noticed that, the times that I have written, it could be a 50-50. If I try too hard, or like I feel like if I think too much about a song, I stop myself from the flow. But when I go and I'm excited, I'm gonna go write a song, it just flows. Like the song you were saying.
Right. I'm surprised you didn't finish that. That's a dope record.
Yeah, that was one I did during the pandemic.
That's a dope record.
I need to holler at 2K. That was at 2K. Thank God he had his little special during the pandemic, because that was, I went in there a few times. Cause
you work with that producer a lot, 2K?
He's actually an artist and an engineer and a beat maker. So
okay.
he was the person who was recording me.
Okay. You did most of your music with him?
Most of my music is done at Military Minds Music Group.
Okay.
Studio 19, Opalaka.
Okay. So you're pretty tight with those guys?
Yeah.
You want to give them a shout out?
Hell yeah. Shout out to Remy. Remy, I'm going to see you soon. Have that ready for me.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, have it ready for me.
So let me ask you, KAYAB. So you got singles? Do you have an EP out?
I have some music out. A lot of the music that you hear on my page is not out, and I've lost all the files. Some of it, just some of them, not everything. So I used to be in a group, like it was me. I don't know if anybody in Florida, South Florida, well, I'm sure you guys know Fella.
Oh, I'm not familiar.
He was in the Dunk Riders back in the day.
Okay.
So him and Crazy Tune, Miami people know.
Okay.
And we were doing island records. That's actually how I started doing island songs, because they had a song called Dope Off the Island, and it was like real catchy, and they had like this nice collaboration. And one day they just like, hey, Days, get in the studio. Come on, get in the booth with us. So I was like, okay, and I just started, we just kind of like, it just happened organically. And then I remember when I first started working with Fella, I took this shit so seriously. I used to cry.
You're a dope artist.
No,
man.
I used to cry because he used to send my ass home. But I used to honestly get sent home with, that was whack. Go sit down. That was whack. Go home. Don't come back till you have some bars. And that's how my growth was so fast. Because I just wanted to make music. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I've always wanted to make music, and I'm not the best singer.
Right.
I'm not the best rapper. I'm not the best of anything. I'm just so passionate about it, and I enjoy it. So I've had more people than I can't tell me, oh, you think you artist? Go sit your ass back home. You ain't no fucking artist. Go home. You can't do that. So, and that was
That's
just
motivation, though.
That's motivation.
Damn right it is.
But fella, the thing is, he saw me do really well, like in one song, and then come back, and then, blah, 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 like some shit that didn't make sense, and he's just like, bro, what is this?
Right.
Go home. You suck. Today you suck. Go home. So I used to go home crying because I'm like, oh man, I fucking suck. He told me I suck. And then I used to call my boyfriend and be like, babe, Fella told me I suck. And then he was like, yeah, that's just how he is. Don't worry about it. Dust it off. Go back the next day. So it was just like, dust
So what do you
yourself
prefer
off
to
and
do, KAYAB? What genre? I would say you like pop. You got a pop vibe from what the records I've heard. You know what I mean? Kind of got that pop
I
vibe.
like soul music.
You like
a
soul
lot,
music?
too. Yeah, I just haven't got. So with this whole thing about pop and why I started doing pop and I enjoy pop, is just because I used to do more hood music, and I was just told, man, you need to do that pop shit. You gotta do that pop. It wasn't me. People pushed me to that. I'm like, okay, let me try pop. But at first, I really didn't know how to do pop music. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It just kind of just with practice, just doing the music. Because some of the music that I've done in the past, honestly, I started recording this with friends in my neighborhood. And then when I moved over here in Orlando, I started recording in my closet.
Really? Oh, cool.
In my closet, I had a Mac. I bought me the whole thing, the Pro Tools, and I didn't buy Pro Tools. Somebody put that on my computer. Let me get that straight.
You had a black market.
Yeah,
Pro Tools.
exactly.
Started freezing up like a motherfucker.
So, but I was able to record, and is music that I think I performed maybe 2 or 3 songs that I had made in my closet in the Orlando area, like at Cleo's. And then that's when I was performing. I used to perform with a rooster on stage. That's what got me a lot of
A rooster is an artist, or is a rooster
or
like a chicken?
Like a rooster with a chain on the neck.
So you used to drag him along on stage?
Yes, and then I actually brought him to KOD. Somebody tweeted me oh, can you come perform at King of Diamond? I'm like, I'm in Orlando. We'll pay you to come down. And it was just a showcase. So
Where's this rooster now?
he died.
Did he really? He was your pet?
He was, yeah. It was some other Mexican people that lived in the neighborhood, and they had roosters. I'm like, how can I differentiate myself here from the crowd?
That's
Everybody's
different,
performing.
man.
So I'm like, I'm gonna bling this rooster out. I got glue, and I put rhinestones on the side of its head, so it was it had rhinestones, and I painted its nails,
Right.
this silver glittery stuff, and I was just matching with my rooster with the bling. Back then I used to call myself Daisy G, just like my birth name.
Daisy.
Okay. Daisy G. So Daisy G had the rooster, and then that kind of.
You got some video of this shit?
Yeah, I'll share some of it. It's on my IG.
Okay,
on
I
my
gotta check
old
that out.
IG. So
Okay, because I didn't see it on there.
No, it's not on. Then I went through my little rebirth from Daisy G to KAYAB, So, but the rooster, it did its thing,
That's pretty dope.
It was.
That's
it was
fucking
interesting.
different too.
It was very different.
I would love to see that. It shit sounds almost funny, but at the same time, it sounds kind of this sounds like this might work. You know what I mean? For some reason.
I had before I dropped that stage name, Daisy G, I had some videos that went viral with it. you know, me outside in the club, all swagged out, walking with the rooster. And you know, a rooster is confident as fuck. A rooster don't play. It always has its head high, and it looks like it don't matter how big you are, it's just like it's ready.
Cocky bastard. Huh?
Yeah. So I'm walking in with my rooster with the same type of swag, and you know,
That's pretty cool, man.
it's like,
That's pretty fucking cool. I never heard of no shit like that, to be honest with you, KAYAB.
you gotta think outside the box.
No
That's
doubt,
what you
man.
gotta do.
No doubt, man. You know, when you hear somebody say "play me like a guitar," that means a variable of things. When you say that to somebody, you know what I mean? That's kind of like you totally letting them, you submitting to them. Like when you say that shit like that. You
That's
know
the
what
only way to do it. You gotta submit.
I'm saying? Hey, man.
If you're gonna do it, you better do it.
You gonna look, a lot of women gonna hate you said that shit. Like, what you mean submit to these niggas? Fuck these niggas, man. These
Submit
niggas.
Submit to a motherfucking man.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Straight up.
somebody who respects himself, someone who respects you, somebody who has a heart. Cause
And respects his
too
mother.
many men think that they can, like, they don't have to show their emotions, or that makes them weak. Having emotions makes you human. Like,
Yeah, but then
stop.
some of y'all will run through a nigga when a nigga like that, dude. They like treat a nigga, drag a nigga and shit, man. I mean, at least from my experiences, man. When you show too much weakness, it's like, now it's like, it's something else now. Now you pussy.
Well, no, not necessarily, because a man will always find a way to kind of like balance out the energy.
Right. I guess it depends on the woman, though. That knows how to harness that type of thing. You know?
See, because I understand when someone's way too into you, then you kind of like, you're like, wait, slow down if it's too much too soon. But if it's gradual, because what keeps it interesting is, in the beginning, is the wait. So if you like a new person, don't call her all day every day. Wait for her to call you, and get off the phone with her. Just be like, all right, well, I'm doing something. You don't even have to explain yourself. I'm gonna call you later, right? I'm doing a few things. Make her wait. That's how he got me. 'Cause he'd always hang up on me. Fucking hang up. After he hangs up, then I'm like in the background, like, oh my god, he's like kind of stressing him a little bit, but you know, that's part of like the chase.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. Comes with it. It
Yeah.
comes with it.
I get like, oh, are you Arabic? Are you Russian? Are you Portuguese? Are you Brazilian? Are you Colombian? I get it all down here because we don't have all that in California.
Mom and dad, right? Mexican?
Yeah. Mom
Oh,
and
cool.
dad. Yeah.
That's super cool, man.
Well, my
Mexican.
parents, like, they're Mexican. Like, I had to translate for them growing up. Like,
Really?
We were like fresh off the boat when I went to English as a second language classes almost my whole life.
You speak it fluent now, though.
I didn't learn it till school, but I was born here. And
Okay.
there's some of my kid videos where I didn't know how to speak English, and my older siblings who did were like, hey Daisy, say this, like say a sentence in Spanish, and I'm like, I want ta, like I couldn't say it, like I just sounded like
How would you say the chop up hour in Spanish?
chop up hour. So chop up.
Oh, you finna Google it. She finna Google it and shit.
Chop up, it has a certain context that it means for this. You know, like we're gonna talk about something.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say la hora del chisme, because it's like gossip almost. Like
Okay.
chisme is gossip.
Cheese baker's gossip.
Chisme.
Okay.
Yeah, the
She
gossip
said
hour.
cheese mix.
Yeah.
Guys.
I would not cheese
I'm
mix.
fucking with you.
Cheese mix.
You independent though, KAYAB, right?
I am very independent, but right now I am dependent. Right now I depend 100% on my man because of the baby and everything.
Straight up. Straight up.
But I've been independent, and yeah, that time when that got lost, I swear it felt like somebody died in my family. Because
Amen.
I was always working, and I was in outside sales at the time, where I would sell like construction projects, and I was working really hard, like so I would hit up on almost every building in Miami, and like, trust me, fella, tune, I'm about to be a millionaire if I only sell like I was always doing the numbers. If I sell this much, then I get 500,000. If I sell, like I was doing the math, like And then I'm like, man, we're just gonna be doing this shit for fun. We're gonna be millionaires. Fuck the
Right.
music for money. We already rich, man. I was
Right.
counting the money for. Don't ever count the money, because then I was working for a faulty employer. Guess what? I sold them projects. They didn't pay me shit. That's why you got to do your own thing. That's why I became my own boss.
Straight up. Gotta
You
boss
gotta,
up, man.
You gotta fall hard a few times to get back up stronger.
Shout out to Rick Ross. Perfect day to boss up. Whatever it takes, man, to plant your flag in this game, man, do it. If you're passionate about it.
I'm very passionate about it. But the thing is, with the whole industry the way it is, for a while I was just so turned off by the industry and how it treats women. Like, I know all you women are like, yeah, I know, because it's like, yeah, it's like that industry where like scratch my back, I scratch yours, but then it becomes something else. And then like I've had some of my music held hostage from just, that's why I just love Military Minds Music Group. I know they ain't gonna play me. They're not gonna try no fast things with me there. They respect you there. They treat you good. They keep your music like they don't just, oh man, I had to delete that shit. I had a lot of studios that I went through.
Shout out to them guys, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to them guys. How they can find you, KAYAB? How the people can find you?
KAYAB, all caps. KAYAB Music. So,
Hey man, this is another dope episode of the Chop Up Hour. KAYAB is in here chopping it up with Fattman at the Chop Up Hour, man. Y'all fuck with her, man. She's a dope artist. She finna give us an opportunity to watch her perform on my tiny stage. Hey, y'all fuck with us. It's the Chop Up Hour. KAYAB in the building. Yo.
This the chopper power. This the chopper power. This the chopper power. This the chopper power. This the chopper.